Alright, I got another reading here of somebody who is obviously under some kind of judgment. I'm getting a lot of judgment readings. And they picked the wrong person. And I think this is since the Sagittarius moon and everything's been going on. God, my left ear has been itching all day, and I don't have an ear infection or nothing, guys. But yeah, they picked the wrong person, and now judgment's coming upon them. Judgment has no. It goes on divine timing. I will tell you that. Judgment always goes on divine timing when the divine feels it's time. And that's just how it is. They picked the wrong person, and now they're feeling foolish. This could be you. I mean, these are timeless readings. This could be you going through this, or this could simply be the person, the cross watcher that's watching that wants to find out about why they're going through this karma. And it's okay. Either or. I don't care. I'm just here to put the message out, y'all. Alright, I pre shuffled all of my decks, so I will not get the same result as the other decks. But there's a lot of judgment under this Sagittarius blue moon because a lot of people have been manifesting new things. A lot of people have been getting spiritually awakened. So what does it do? It takes that energy that they were in stagnant and sends it back to the receiver. That's it. Once you get awakened, higher your vibration, everything goes back to whoever caused the imbalance. That's it. It just literally goes back. Alright? Alright. The ones that are upside down are what you're being judged upon. What characteristics happened in this situation that caused the energy to go in balance? So that's why when I pre-shuffle these, I have this half and half. Half of these are upright, half of these are upside down. All right, we got act of love, self-care. This is what was not done and needs to be done because of this imbalance. We got act of love, observation. This reflects you. Okay? And this is with the divine. Oh, God. We got the Ouija board in reverse. This is what happened, why whatever happened in your life. This probably was some sort of. I mean, I have a Ouija board, y'all, but I don't use it in a bad way. All right, and this signifies somebody that could have been using magic in a bad way to me. All right, I'm going to see here what comes first, okay? Okay. I think the act of loves are over here. All right, do nothing. And what did we have here? These are both act of loves, and then we have Ouija. Okay, this was what caused whatever right here. All right, so okay, observation. All right, I got observation, and then this is self-care. Let me see if I can find self-care. Okay, but yeah, that's what happens here, guys. Don't keep your energy grounded. Okay, we're gonna go through self-care first. This here is you did not have self-care. Okay, this just happened, and then I'm going to here, and this represents you. You didn't do self-care, and there was some kind of magic in your thing. But I'm going to read this whole thing here. Healers, nurturers, and caregivers have the innate blessings of compassion, empathy, and altruistic service. You do for others because you can, and because it's virtually impossible for you to just not care. When, however, you go to your well, inspiration, and energy and find it low or, heaven forbid, dry, there's a need to responsibly manage and restore this resource. It's often easier to be selfless with others rather than sternly appraising time and energy directed solely on self. Time spent on self seems like being selfish, yes, in the spirit of self care. This act of love card asks the selfless with yourself. Give yourself the time, full attention, and love you need to be whole, well, and direct those luminous gifts and compassion, kindness, and unconditional love inward, where they can heal, replenish you emotionally, spiritually, mentally, and physically, and vibrationally. By continuing a regimen of self negation or depleting your energetic stores, you're running yourself to the ground. The beloved dead know your heart. They surround you with support. They ask you to flip the neon open for business sign to the closed to reservations. Attune to your own feelings and needs, and dedicate to a horrific act of self love. You gave all your energy to other sources, okay? Whatever went on, all your energy went to another avenue where it was not supposed to go. All right, then we got active love observation. This is you. Okay. I think I had this. Hold on. Okay, here we go. Observation. It's not easy to observe anyone who's in emotional, mental, or physical distress. Some people are blissfully oblivious. They are not hardwired to connect with it, nor motivated to fix and take away the pain. You are. Whether you are kind heartedness, has expressed yourself to professionally, or just naturally sensitive empath, healer, nurturer, or caregiver, you'll have the mechanism for sympathy. You'll personally feel awful for the afflicted. You do understand interestly what they must be experienced, and arise immediately to the challenge of the resolution. Let me in coach. I'm ready to play. The downside of these soul gifts is often that these transactions aren't managed mindfully. Your wide open energy becomes a sponge, absorbing stress, pain, and negativity. Chances are they'll walk away feeling much better, like they just received an energy transfusion. You, on the other hand, will need to run a vacuum cleaner over your chakras. Over time, too much of this can affect your well being. You have received this act of love. You're being asked to change a propensity for passion. The active participation with discipline of a compassionate or dispassionate observation. Engaging with passion means that you're willfully and emotionally invested in impacting an income. Outcome. I wanted to say income, but maybe you were impacting an outcome, an income, both. I don't know. Things are said in these channels that are meant to be said. It becomes personal and distorted, affecting your ability to see, think, and act clearly. The act of compassionate and discompassionate observation asks you to be in service by holding space, which means being present for people while retaining a mindful distance and objectivity. Compassion observation involves being sympathetic, attentive, and helpful while controlling your own emotional responses. Not only will this keep your vibration raised, which is to both objectively and downloading messages, but it will keep you from internalizing their stuff and energy. There will be times when, either personally or professionally, you'll need to practice the art of dispassionate observation here. You're being asked to detach emotionally and energetically. That doesn't mean that you're unkind or uncaring. It simply requires a discipline of calm, mediative, level headed attention without judgment or interpretation, which in turn heightens your answers. Your beloved dead say, "This is the type, this is the eye of the hurricane." You're absorbing everybody else's pain, and then they feel better, and you have to process so much pain, you're going crazy. And then we have Ouija. All right. Let's go to this one. See what this one says. It's important if it came up in the reading, y'all. So you're an empath. I am an empath too. So I get it. Alright. And you got here. Oh, well, it has a thing. Here. I've never pulled this card at all. It says, by the light of the blooded moon, come gather in the corn. Tonight the wind will sing in her fields a song of souls forlorn. Glory be to the Trinity when planets are in trine. Turn over a glass on a lettered board with numbers 0 to 9. First door thine eyes and visualize. Be bathed in sapphire light. Invoke the harvest rich and dark, for graveyards yield tonight. And spirits surround one by one, spell out their stories, dear of deaths, and curated by violent means, anger, dread, and fear. Let thy fingers lightly rest, for questions they'll pursue, but be careful who ask you to rise, for they know they envy you, and they know those with hallowed eyes yearn desperately to see and know that those with blackened souls the blooded moon sets free. Bright blessings for Samhain. All right. You're a witch. You are being called for a calling. Wow. Yeah, you're an empathic witch. All right. Well, you have a gift. You're an empathic witch. I mean, we finally somebody I have in common with here. All right, let's get this reading going. These are pre-shuffled too, y'all. Maybe you're going to be a future reader. I don't know. Maybe you are a reader. I mean, it feels like a kindred soul. I will tell you, Carl Jung helped me be able to direct my energy where I can I can feel other people's pain, but I don't absorb it no more. I serve as a mirror. And it was hard for me because I'm absorbing so much. And if you do cards and you're an empath, you absorb a lot of it, but you got to be able to let go of the energy. You're not able to let go of it. You absorb it, you don't understand why, but that is what happens. All right, we got death in reverse. All right, you got to put an ending to something and transform. And that's in this act of self love. Put an ending to all these relationships that is overloading you. That these people that want you to soak up all their negativity so they feel better. You're getting the bad end of the stick. If you take people's negativity, they feel great, just like the card said, but you don't. And then we have Five of Swords, aggression and disputes, bullying and stress, conflict and arguments. All right, this is what you're getting with this here. You're getting, and it's coming right up under here. You're absorbing their pain and stuff, and they're confusing with that you're the bad one, and they're pointing to you. And then we got King of Pentacles under this here. Oh Lord, you're gifted. We got King of Pentacles, abundance and providing security and stability, protective provider, and reliable father or mother. Yeah, you got gifts, and people are using you for your gifts. Don't let anybody use you for your gifts. I go straight to source. I don't care who it is. I don't care if it's my own kids. I go straight to source for everything and ask them what I should be doing. And I connected with source. I went through all the Carl Jung videos. I totally integrated. And if source tells me that that's not a good situation to be in, I don't go in it. But that's just me. I can't tell you what to do. And under this death energy here, where you're supposed to put an end to these bad relationships, you have Seven of Cups. Choices and indecision, opportunities, fantasy and illusions. You got choices. This isn't the upright, but people are being indecisive with you. They don't want you to go. I wouldn't want you to go either if I was them. And then Six of Cups, you are feeling, your problem is nostalgia, memories, and past and sentiment. The Six of Cups. You're feeling all of this and you're letting people take advantage of you. This is exactly what's going on. Thank you, Spirit. And we got Ace of Wands. All right, you have created, this came out in upright. Creativity and passion, new initiative and inspiration. Got these gifts. You're a King of Pentacles. You have some kind of gifts. You could probably do a Ouija board. You probably could be doing what I'm doing. You could be a tarot card reader. You could. You just got to tap into that, and you got to be able to balance yourself to be able to do it. You do. I had to literally go through the whole entire self-healing journey to be able to tap into my energy. I had to. If I did not go into that journey, I would not be able to read these cards for you today because I'm an empath. And then everybody was sucking up my energy and using me as a battery. And I had to let it go. I had to let it go, all the projections they were giving me, everything. I feel like people are projecting on you with the past, as they always do with us empaths, because we're reliable. Then we got Ace of Pentacles. You feel like you don't have any new opportunities. Feel like you have stuff because it's abundance and prosperity and scarcity. and security and stability. I don't want to, I said scarcity. I feel like you feel like you're in scarcity, but you don't feel like you have new opportunities, but abundance will come, but you got to go within and activate your gifts. Carl Jung videos did it for me. Even though he's a psychiatrist and he's not alive, I go here on YouTube, and he was very good with empaths. And Hermit. All right, you're being told here with this. You were being told that the Hermit 9999. That could be a number for you. Self-reflection, introspection, and solitude. You're told to reflect upon this stuff, but go into the hermit mode. Release these energies that are using you as a battery source. And this is what I'm being told. All right. And what's happening is you're stuck in this hangman position where you're constantly you're waiting and being sacrificed. And you're not seeing a new perspective. You're just constantly stuck in this hangman state because everybody they're gaslighting you. They're saying, and I'm not saying it's always romantically. It could be you just make them feel better and they feel kind of healed around you because you are the star. And right now you're not in a leadership position. You're not. You're the King of Wands. It's coming up King of Pentacles, but you're the King of Wands. You're not in any leadership position because you're letting all these energies dull you. And it says hope and healing, inspiration and faith, and positivity and wish. You are a star. That's why they're holding on to you like they are. Because as much as they don't want to admit, your energy fuels them. It makes them feel better. All right, and then over here with all this stuff with the self-love, there's a tower. And that's in the upright with this new opportunities. Of course, there had to have been somebody that's aggravating the situation. You're in a tower. You have sudden changes. Things are crumbling in your life in chaos and destruction. I deal with a lot of tower energy, y'all. Because there's a lot of towers falling with this new moon. All right, there's a King of Cups here that you're dealing with. They're wise and devoted, and they feel like they have a balance between their head and their heart. And they're gaslighting you. That could be a female or male. They're just in this King of Cups energy. And they keep just telling you, I love you. I don't know why you're doing this. I love you. Blah, 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 blah. All right, then we got 2 of Wands under this hangman where you're just constantly sacrificing and waiting. Sacrifice and waiting for a better result. And you are the one that has to break the chain because you are the empath. And I think you're dealing with a narcissist. And we got 2 of Wands under this hangman. Planning and waiting, making a decision, choosing a path. You're just sitting here sacrificing and waiting, but you're sitting here and the 2 Wands are saying choose a path. I mean, this person may not come with you. I feel you feel the person is going to come, but they may not come. And the universe knows that you want to hold on to this person, but the world needs your gifts. You know, you never know what kind of reader you're going to be. Maybe, I seem to get all the tower energies and stuff. Maybe you could be a different kind of reader. I don't know. But your life, once you let these things go, you're going to be sad for the longest time. And then you're going to feel okay. And even when the people that are closest to you just start going crazy, you're going to enjoy hermit mode. You're going to go in. I've been in hermit mode. I came out of hermit mode and I noticed how all the shitheads around me went back in hermit mode. I enjoy hermit mode personally. Got the Chariot in reverse. Because of you not transforming, you're not gonna Even no how much determination you have or success, you will not move forward until you do this. And I think it has to do with this King of Cups, male or female. I feel they're a lover. I feel they're a lover. Then we got two of swords, and this is upright with this King of Cups. And this talks about stalemate and stuck, denial, difficult choices, and crossroads. Yeah, this is. Let me pick the one from the bottom before I do the King of Wands comes up again in the bottom. I wanted to come out. All right, I'm going to show you here. All right, we got the two of swords. There's a stalemate and stuck. These go under each other. This King of Cups is your blockage. This is your blockage, the King of Cups. But this makes you stalemate and stuck, denial, and gives you difficult choices, and you're at a crossroads with this King of Cups energy. Male or female. This is what's doing, and then self-reflection is right behind it. This is your problem. This is your blockage. I'm going to put this right here because it's in that area. All right. And then we have this King of Wands again. All right. You're not a leader. You're not able to be a leader because you're planning and waiting and making decisions. So you're stuck in this King of Wands until you do, because somebody has, I think it's this King of Cups. This King of Cups over here has a big ego. They're optimistic that things are going to work out, and they're kind of bullying you, and they're in charge. And they're trying to put their vision onto you because they do not want you walking out the door. Because you are the one that's making them feel better. And they're under a thing. And we got Temperance to the Nine of Swords. All right, peace and tranquility are giving somebody sleepless nights. Right here, that King of Cups. They know. They know if you leave, they will have sleepless nights and things are going to go not their way. They know. Because you're gifted. They know. They know you're the only thing holding them from receiving their karma. Simple as that. And then we have the Devil energy here under this chariot. I can't make this up, y'all. Okay, let me just get the cards out here before I put this down. Okay, Nine of Swords came out any damn way. Okay. I'm going to put this here. This chariot bringing you to your new beginning is being held by somebody obsessive that's codependent on you. That is what's holding you back right there. And it's going right up under the chariot. I can't make it up. I wish I could have, but this is your blockages. I'm just telling you what's blocking you. Then we got the Seven of Wands in reverse under this decision of you leaving this King of Cups in reverse. And all of this, their destiny depends on you. Their protection depends on you. And you standing your ground. You are literally the cord. It's like kind of like their cake gets taken away if you leave. So they're holding you there. I'm not saying they're cheating on you. I'm just saying that they're dependent on you. That's it. All right. And this one actually came up upright, and I showed you that, and it was peeking out. Under this Queen of Wands, you're having sleepless nights, anxiety and depression. You're to the break-in point, and negativity keeps coming your way because you keep absorbing this narcissistic person's energy, and it's driving you crazy. At least we know how the Tower appeared. I don't know if that's any good news, but these are your blockages. Alright, I went ahead and gave these a shuffle since my last reading, and this is definitely way different than my last reading, I will tell you that. Alright, and I got Pop Art Tarot. These seem to be very... Alright, tell us about the death energy, Spirit. Tell us about this transformation energy. Why? Tell us a message for my viewer about the death energy. Alright, we got leadership. Leadership has been coming in. You need to take leadership. Leadership, a charismatic partner taking the initiative in love, career achievement, holding a respected position, financial stability, generosity towards others. This energy is going to keep doing this until you take leadership. You have got to take control. Leadership is control, okay? All right, tell us about the Five of Swords. Spirit, please tell us about the Five of Swords. Wow. I mean, it's up to you if you choose your path, but honestly, being a reader has, even though I have a job, is like the best thing in my life, and it's so great. Okay, under these Five of Swords, where you're getting all this aggression, disputes, and bullying, stress, and conflict and arguments, we got the Devil in reverse. You need to gain control over your love life, take greater responsibility in your career, feel empowered at work, overcoming bad financial habits, achieving financial independence. This is what you're called to do. All right, tell us, Spirit, about the King of Pentacles card. Tell us the message you want the viewer to know about the King of Pentacles. All right. I mean, just take control, I guess. Whatever you have to do, if it takes you months to close out a lease or whatever with a property, just do it. It will only be to your advantage. All right, we got fantasy with the King of Pentacles. Choosing between potential partners, being cautious about romantic decisions, needing to make a choice and commit to it. Numerous financial opportunities. All right, you're living in fantasy, but you need to choose. You got to be cautious about romantic decisions, is what I'm getting with this. I just think this was a bad romantic decision. I'm just picking up narcissism. And I'm not saying that because I hate narcissists, and I really do. I'm not going to lie. My ex is a narcissist. He twists the narrative all the time and whatever. And this is why we're not together, is because he's a narcissist. So I do hate them, but I do smell a narcissist. Once you survived one, you smell one out. Tell us about the devil and this obsession and this obsessive codependency thing. Achievements: working on projects with your partner, love blossoming through work or creative hobbies, teamwork, leveraging diverse skills, learning more about finances. They're jealous because they're codependent on you. See? They're codependent. They don't want to admit it to you, but the cards say they codependent on you and they're jealous. They're jealous that you're shining. And I even showed you the star was peeking out. You're the star. And even through this entire reading, it's Spirit's telling you to take leadership. Spirit is telling you to do it because you are supposed to be the leader, not them. And that's the imbalance. All right, tell us about the Seven of Wands, Spirit. All right, we got Temperance. Exercising patience in your relationship, achieving success through patience and moderation. Gradual and steady progress, slow and steady financial growth. Supposed to exercise temperance through patience and moderation. All right. And instead of depending on you're not depending on yourself, and you're not standing your ground, so you have to take control and balance yourself. You have to balance patience, balance, well-being, reflection. Sometimes a narcissist doesn't know they love you until you're gone. And then after that, they've done so much. They might have got someone else pregnant or got pregnant by someone else. Take it as it resonates. And you don't want them back by that time. And you just want to stay in hermit mode till you find somebody that you like. All right, tell us about the Nine of Swords, y'all. We got difficulty committing, an unreliable partner, boredom in your job, lack of motivation in pursuing career goals, financial instability, overspending in past, leading to current issues. All right, your partner's overspending. If your partner doesn't overspend and you have the best relationship in the world, then I guess this wasn't your reading. All right, Spirit, tell us 2 closing messages for my collective on what they should do. 2 more messages before I close this out on their blockages. I'm just reporting your blockages. That's it. I mean, we all should know our blockages. If someone's blocking something, someone's blocking something. Pull 2 cards. All right, we'll pull the first one, the Magician. And then the universe saying, creating opportunities for romance, take an active role in love, seizing career opportunities, driven by determination, ambition, chasing financial opportunities. You don't have to do all of these, okay? If one of these resonate, this is the Magician. If one of them do, maybe seize career opportunities and then chase financial opportunities. This is what the Spirit is saying. Not everyone's in a love situation. My God, not everybody, trust me. All right, and then we got division and reverse. The Spirit showing me struggling to balance love and work priorities, facing difficult choices with no clear winner, dealing with stressful decisions at work, accepting your financial reality. Accept your reality of who's blocking you. It could be this Magician. I want to say I asked for closing cards. That's what I asked because you're uprising star. You're uprising star. This Magician is draining your finances. That's what's coming to me. The Magician is draining your finances. So, this is your message. I hope it was helpful. I really do. I'm only a messenger of the source. And if you're drawn to this video, it is because it's a reason you were drawn to this particular video. And you can follow me on the healing path journey or Chong the dog, as I'm going to be putting my videos, these better videos, now that I've gotten a really good routine on these cards and kind of what I want to give. Now that I'm getting better at delivering my message, I opened up the healing journey. Because it does. It's a learning journey with this. I've been in hermit mode and now I know how to run my cards. So join me on the healing journey or just join me on Chong the dog. These videos will be in both spots. And love and happiness, guys. Just think of love and happiness vibes. Peace, peace, peace to all.